Hi everybody, it's Elliot from Magnetracks. In this video I'm going to show you how to create a project in Magnetracks. You'd create a project whenever you want to release new music or when you want to source out music from your artist network. So before you get started creating a project, there's a couple of setup items you might want to consider first. I'm going to go into Settings, and you'll see in here that we have groups. Now groups allow you to put artists into different categories of proficiency. So basically you've got a group that are really good at guitar tracks. You've got all your UK based artists. Maybe you've got jazz and R&B specialists. So in the case of the project I'm going to create, I'm going to use this group called the Reality TV Producers. So these are all my artists that are really good at doing reality TV work. Now one other item to take a look at is task lists. So when you create a project, you can bulk assign tasks to people. Tasks would be things like collecting and proofing all the metadata, ensuring all the master files have been uploaded, distributing those tracks to your clients. So by creating a task list, I can automatically generate all the things that need to be done to fulfill this project. Now that's purely optional, but just know that there is a place where you can create your own lists and manage them. So returning to the projects list, I basically have two ways that I can start a project. I can just create new, or I can go to the quick add menu, which I can get at from any page that I'm looking at. I don't need to be inside projects. And I'm going to click project, and that opens up a little wizard to help me get started a bit faster. So in the first step, it's asking me, do I want to use an existing project that I've done before as a template? So when I do that, it takes all the requirements, all the description, all of the genre information, and it copies it into this one. So it really gives me a good head start. So in this case, I'm actually going to be modeling, I'm going to be doing volume 2 of the Dramatic Drums project. So I'll select that one as my template. And then it asks me what task list do I want to use to get started. So I'll say, yeah, I want to use my new album release tasks. And then I'll give it a name. So I'm going to say Dramatic Drums Volume 2. And when I hit the Ready button, it's going to save that, and it's going to open up the form so that I can make any changes that were different from the first project that I copied. So in this case, I'm going to say, yeah, I want to change the assignees of this project to my Reality TV Producers list. So these are all the people that are invited to submit to the project. And I'm also going to say that I'm looking for, in this case, 15 tracks to fill this release. Now I'm going to set my new project deadlines. So my aim is to have this thing complete and mastered and ready to go to my distributors or to start promoting on social channels February 28th. So that means that I have to have all my demos in from artists by February 14th, Valentine's Day. So this means that artists will no longer be able to submit demos after that date and time. So now I'll save changes. And essentially that's it. If I return to my projects list, I'm going to see this new project in here, Dramatic Drums Volume 2. I'm looking for 15 tracks. None have been submitted. None have been approved, of course. And if I just double click on this, then I can see the description that my artists are going to see. So here's a description of the project, some of the genre information, whether it's vocal or non-vocal. These are the artists that are assigned, and some of the pertinent dates. And if I go into requirements, I see the reference tracks that have been posted as well. So these buttons lead me to possibly a YouTube link or to a download of an MP3 for me to listen to. If I just jump into the stats tab, I can see visually what I'm looking for here. So 15 tracks, haven't received or approved any, and of course, no pitch activity on this project yet. Now one thing worth noticing is that in the notifications area, you'll see that in this case I've invited myself to the project, so I get a notification saying that I've been invited to it, and if I click on it, it'll take me into the project. At the same time, I'll also have received an email saying that I've been invited to submit to the project. So now I'll just jump back to the projects list and let's talk about scheduling. So from the projects list, if I say show me the projects in schedule view, this is going to load up all the projects. And somewhere in this list, I'm going to see Dramatic Drums Volume 2. There's Volume 1. And here's Volume 2. Okay, so those tasks that came from the task list will be in here somewhere. Oh, I see a couple of them now. Just waiting to be either reassigned or moved to a different date or time that suits me better. So I'm going to say the mastering of all tracks, alts, and stems, I'm going to assign that to Megan Cook. And I'm going to move this to a different day just by dragging and dropping it. So now Megan Cook will receive an email saying that she needs to get this done by Thursday at 5 a.m. Maybe I'll be a bit more reasonable and say Thursday at 2 p.m. There's more on the project scheduling feature in a different video, but that gives you an idea for the impact of adding a task list to a project. And that's the end of this video. Thanks for listening.